Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are sports. And a fair catch. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. $12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the move on first down.
Strip that ball. Mike, 55. Right there. Look, 55. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Mayfield looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Yeah. Hey, Aloy 33. Slip. Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
40 on Matt, 40 on Matt, right here, 40 on Matt. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, please.
They'll run with Hunt. Jackson options out left. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Garrett.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
51, I got it.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Right here, guys.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
2-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
51, Mike 51.
A beautiful fake. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards. And it's second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
7-yard line.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line.
I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score. They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 49, check 49, check 49.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Set the tone, defense.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. This is Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen. Check 55, come on. Check 55, come on. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Play action. It's Jackson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Jets first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So that'll back him up 5. Now Jackson on second down. Over the middle to Smith. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
A gain of 9.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Jackson. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt.
The handoff.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Wilson on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job. Spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Regular. 55.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Browns. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Regular. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Over the middle, complete. It's Barry. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. And he completes it to Hunt.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll run again with Hunt. Jackson options out left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get this down to the 10. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down, Jets.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Mayfield. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. King. 51, Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son. I got it.
Mayfield now. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. What was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They run. Chubb.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 27, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Before we came up to the booth, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll try again with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 24, Jets 14. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
4-yard line.
Hey, on 133.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up second.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch the slant. Watch the regular.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, this is taken in. It's complete to their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's
now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And now it's second down. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
It's a gain of
so they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon.